Oh, wow. Whoa, my god. Oh my god, that looks stunning. Our super laser is sniping it. Incredible, right? Like, that's some insane reach. I would not be putting this anywhere in the front line whatsoever. Oh man, it's the fact that it can move from one hard point to another. That's something that's so strong, because it means that its damage is always consistent at 10,000 damage per super laser, because it's able to just move from hard point to hard point rather than over damage one hard point that's already dead. See, as you can see, it just stops the laser, shoots to the next hard point. That is what makes this super strong. Hello everybody, my name is Charlie and you are watching X2. So today I wanted to show you a little something great. Empire War Remake 3.3 released about 2 weeks ago from now, and whilst it seems you found everything there is in this patch, there appears to be one unit hidden in the code. That hidden ship is the Xyston class Star Destroyer. Now, I'm unaware if this is currently used in the Galactic Conquest series or simply a planet specific ship that makes it impossible for the player to build, but after tweaking some of the code, it is possible to build this ship as the Empire. So if you're not exactly familiar with the Xyston, they're almost identical to your standard Imperial class Star Destroyer in all but size and power. It's distinguishable by its red accents along the hull and a large axial super laser which replaced the Imperial's main hangar space. There are, however, 2 TIE Fighter launch bays right behind the super laser itself. But with that out of the way, let's get right into it and check out the ship. Okay, so with some modifications that I've made here, we can go to any planet and build it right here. Here it is, the Xyston class. Xyston class Siege Destroyer, an Imperial 1 class Star Destroyer who never felt right with its hangar bay. So we'll build one of those. I can build it right away. And we can see it right in the fleet here. I'm gonna separate it, bring it into its own fight, and show you there. So here it is. It looks very much like your standard Imperial SD, but as you can see, it has a super laser at the bottom here. We're definitely going to use that at some point, demonstrate its strength in game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's toned down some, much like the Eclipse's super laser, which we have covered on the channel before. But on that note, here's the official specs for the Xyston. 1 axial super laser, 10 heavy tractor beams, 40 heavy turbo laser batteries, 40 iron cannons and 40 point defense laser cannons. As for extra Empire at War specs, it stands at 15,000 shield points and 40,000 hit points, making it slightly weaker than the Imperial 1, as it has 5,000 more shield points. Alrighty, right, so we've got a fleet just coming up. We'll just bring this bad boy over, and if we lose him, we lose him. It's totally fine. Not much to worry about. With its activatable abilities, you've got the standard overcharge and the tractor beam. So I'm assuming that the super laser activates on its own accord, unlike the Eclipse, which you can activate and it can point in any direction. So from previous tests, I believe you actually have to have the thing pointing towards a ship for it to fire. So you can't exactly just have it shoot in any direction, much like the Eclipse used to do, or if it still does. So you actually have to specifically aim the ship at, say for example, this dreadnought. The cannon won't fire until we're actually facing towards it, which is a nice little touch. It adds a lot of like positional movements and like planning with this type of ship, which I quite like. So here we have this enemy dreadnought, and there goes our tractor beam to hold it down. Can we get a good cheeky view of the super laser? Any second now. There we go. Straight onto this one. Wow, that was all of its shield points and almost half of its hit points. That's nuts. What's the charge rate on that? Seems to be quite a bit. Maybe like a minute charge, I'd say. There goes its shields. Interesting to see if it'll take on any more dreadnoughts. I am putting it against like, you know, like loads of fighters and 3 dreadnoughts, so I'm not surprised if it'll lose. Oh, well, then again, it did just destroy that dreadnought.
Yes, Commander.
Let's try and stop it from turning, so it can use its super laser again, unless it was being destroyed. No, it's still good. There we go. Oh, wow. I mean, that's not bad for a quick test. What we'll do is we'll start putting it in some fleets next and see just how well it can perform. Man, that's a really neat effect, I've got to say. I really like it. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We've got, let's move these guys off. Make sure Palpatine is put to one side. We've got Thrawn. I believe he runs a victory, doesn't he? He runs a victory. We've got Moff. Do we keep him in? Yeah, we'll keep him in. Oh no, we got Piat, so we might actually want to take him off. Okay, cool. And we got some gladiators here. Brilliant. So we'll build a Xyston here. Beautiful. Put that there. Fantastic. Tell you what, we will put these guys in. And let's move straight into our next match. Let's go over here. So I did do a 10 planet start at the 5th tech level, just so we could hopefully get some bigger fleets to go against, rather than like beginning fleets and so on and so forth. But we'll see what we've got here. Ooh, loading times are a bit long because it's a big model. Okay, so let's get our ship in there. As you can see, we got our 2 TIE fighters spawning at that hangar bay right behind the super laser. Talking about hard points here, we've got again our 2 hangars. We've got our super laser, the BFG, 10,000 damage. We've got our turbo lasers. We'll give it a quick pause here while we go through this. Our single turbo lasers here. We've got our heavy single laser cannon batteries on the front of the hull there. Our shield generator standard, pretty much very identical to your Imperial one in remake. Of course, the only difference being the shield points and some damage, and of course the super laser, and no hangers. So interesting the point there. Definitely a very powerful ship. So before modifying this ship, we were looking at it being a 60 or 65,000 credits cost. Whoa. Okay. I like that. Let's see if we can get a better angle of that. Come on. I believe in you. So yeah, it was 65,000 credit cost and a 90-second build time. So it's definitely a more late game-ish ship to build. Oh, brilliant. Look at that. That is beautiful. So it's doing some significantly less damage here to... What is this ship? Sorry. I haven't probably looked at it. It's a Sabbath class capital ship. So 25,000 shield points. So, man, it's really wailing in on there. One thing I really like about this ship is it's super long distance laser. Like, whilst we have no range on any of our hard points, our super laser is sniping it. Incredible, right? Like, that's some insane reach. I would not be putting this anywhere in the front line whatsoever. In fact, I wouldn't even be bothered to use any of its this other setup because the laser is just so strong. Whoa, oh, okay, you just saw it swap to another hard point. I love that. Damn. Here you can see the red accents along the hull here. Definitely verifying that it's a Xyston, and let's get a closer look at that super laser right there. I wonder if I can... No, I can't seem to shift the camera, but I can do this. So here you can see the super laser right underneath it. See if you can get another angle. Did it actually wipe out that? It did. It's destroyed the capital ship. Oh. Beautiful. So yeah, it completely wiped out that capital ship there, and the Sabbath, I think it is. Oh no, it's no, it's not destroyed it just yet, but we do need to take out that little hut. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You never stood a chance, did you? See, one more shot before it goes down. Oh, wow. Whoa, my God. Oh my God, that looks stunning. Damn. And it was completely, like, so far in range that that ship could, even if it tried, it wouldn't have been able to get there in time before being taken down. And there it is, taking out the asteroid. Might regen some shields because it didn't target the shield generator. Go on, show us how it's done. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Whoa! Oh my God, that looks so good, man. You put so much good work into this, I've got to say. Fair play to them. I love the laser beam effect here. It's just like the movies. Come on, and now you can... They'll probably retreat after we take out that hard point. Oh, there we go. I wonder if what it'll target next, because obviously this isn't something that you specifically like use as an on-click ability. So it actually takes off some of the stress of micromanaging this ship a little. But I guess it's like this is a good example of like how effective it is on the far back lines compared to how you would put a Imperial, where you'd place an Imperial 1. It's coming towards it now. Oh God. So now it's starting to fire its hard points. It's dual line cannon batteries. Here we go. Yeah, very weak against fighters, but obviously, as you'd expect from like bombers on a ISD or a Xyston. It doesn't seem to be firing super laser anymore, so I'll go ahead and I'll just quickly auto resolve this, because if I didn't, I think it would have been destroyed. We lost a gladiator. That wasn't even deployed. There you go. Alright, so we are at Taris. God, it looks so good in this shader. Man, that looks beautiful. And there's super laser again. Oof. Okay, so let's put this with a fleet, because this is quite a reasonable sized fleet that we're going against. Nothing massive, but what we'll also do is we'll put an Imperial. It does run an Imperial? No, it's not. Is it? Am I going mad? It doesn't really say. I'll build an Imperial after this, just to compare the two. I thought he did. Again, I might be wrong. I don't know. There's Thrawn's victory, and just get some anti-fighters in. Get Darth in. Get the whole crew in. Here we go. It's not much of a fleet. It's just like a few Star Destroyers. But there you go. Now you can see them all together. Right. Oh, okay. So it's not... No, so he upgrades to an Imperial one. Sorry. That's my bad. I thought that wasn't right. But, yeah, look at that. The whole family reunion. How beautiful. God, you gotta hand it to him. This game does look bloody good. Stunning. Right, I'll bring you straight into the next fight. Okay, we're here, and it's already starting to fire its super laser from the Xyston. Let's hold you back just a little bit. Also, is it me? Or maybe because I'm always on like dev builds of Remake. But is it me or is this UI looking absolutely banging? I love it. That's really good. Maybe it's just me because I'm always on like a dev builds and it just uses stock UI design. I don't know. But this is like my first actual public release use of Remake. But yeah, I love the UI. It's beautiful. There we go. Xyston just sniping from the distance there. Once we take out that hut, we'll be able to get a good view of... Because I know there's some capital ships here. I just can't see them right now. At least I thought I would be able to see them. But yeah. Oh yeah, and the Xyston can also like... increase its damage power from its iron cannons and laser batteries, etc. But obviously that doesn't apply to the super laser. Go on, get in there. Where are you guys? Can I ping for you? Can't seem to. I swear we were going to go against some capital ships. Wait. Oh, they're there. There we go. I was wondering where they were. So that's the that's a Venator, obviously, but okay. I want to see the Xyston snipe this Venator. Focus on this guy. I want you to snipe him. So turn your ship. Let's see how you handle that Venator. You can barely see that Venator. I can even hardly highlight it because it's so far away. Yeah, fire on that Venator, that cheeky little Venator. Okay, not too bad damage. I mean, actually, it's amazing considering, but I didn't know the Venator had so many shield points. And again. Oh my god. Oh man, it's the fact that it can move from one hard point to another. That's something that's so strong because it means that its damage is always consistent. 10,000 damage per super laser because it's able to just move from hard point to hard point rather than over damage one hard point that's already dead. See, as you can see, it just stops the laser, shoots next to the next hard point. That is what makes this super strong. If it just over damaged one hard point and like once a hard point was dead and it wasn't going to do any more damage to any others, I can see that being a bit more reasonable. But wow, this is crazy strong. Alrighty. Well, let's so I don't lose Piat, I'm just gonna Oh my god. Auto resolve. Yeah, we save him. Oh, wow. Okay. Right, well, let's get an Imperial and a Xyston together under one planet. Let's have a look. Okay, I was going to just, like, chill out here and just build a Imperial, but it looks like we're going against one. And I think that'd be a lot better to watch. So, they got a Secutor, one Imperial 1, one Imperial 2, a Venator, I think, as well. I didn't read all of it, but damn. Okay, this could be a good battle. Here we go. Blimey, that looks bright. So, let's get our whole crew in. Okay, we're back. So I've brought everyone into the center here so we can have a look at all of our ships. Kuat isn't really the best for, like, showing off a model. It's also a little bit slower because it's just got a massive 3D render of an Executor right in the center of the map. So, is our Xyston? Sorry. Yeah, it is our Xyston. So there it is. There's the Secutor. I want to see what it does with the Secutor. So, do me a favor and hit this guy. I want to see exactly. Oh, okay, it's going to go for that instead. Ooh. And that was that's the precursor class. Okay, yeah, we don't care about that. Don't care about that. I don't care about the Secutor and the Imperial 1 and 2. So turn around. I need you to focus. Turn your ship around so you can actually target it. Okay, that's one thing that's kind of like frustrating, is that if you are in range of your hard points, I don't think they'll move, which means that you don't have full control of the super laser. You have to manually move it. At least it still fires though. Wow. And here you have the Imperial 1 and the Imperial 2. So they're already quite identical ships. And in the distance, its new cousin somewhere. There it is. Go for this then, if you want to. You're obviously in position. There you go. Wow. Look at that. I really do want to see how much it can do to the Secutor though. Because it's clear it does a lot to the Imperial. But I really want to see what it does against the Secutor. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in me doing some like ship versus against some of these capital ships one-on-one, definitely let me know, because we did this with the Eclipse and the Executor and the Viscount and so on. So if you want me to do some of those with a Xyston, let me know in the comments down below. I read all of them and I try to get back to as many of you as possible. Should probably target the shield generators, my man. Best course of action. I really need you to focus on this though. Yeah, just turn around and focus on the Secutor. Is there no shield generator points on this? Doesn't look like it.
I've got them in my sights. Enemies in range.
Wow, look at this. What a view.
Watch for enemy ships.
defeated. I will return.
Nowhere to go. Go after them. Losing power. Coming back around for another control.
Our primary target is
Alright, come on. Super laser that Secutor. That's all I want. That's all I want to see.
The iron cannons are off.
Oh. Okay, 1/3 of its shields on a Secutor, man. On a Secutor. Like, are they similar priced? Not sure. Maybe. Really good damage. Wow. Well, there you have it. The Xyston Star Destroyer. But yeah, I'll leave you guys with some soothing music as this battle unfolds.